be mine. I am your nightmare.
I'm gonna try to pick up some high impact cards early against other Warlocks.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Really could be anything.
Buying or selling.
Oh, I like that top deck a lot because this makes my decision to play Gang really easy. Next turn I could play Zombie-Chow and tap or Zombie-Chow and Dark Bomb. It's like really good to play Gang here, but it's like somewhat without that draw it's a little bit risky. If he has something like an abusive number 2, he can deal with it and then it ruins my curve after. Wait, he really messed up. Like really badly, right? Because he buffed the wrong minion. I guess it wouldn't have mattered that much. I could have killed the other abusive anyways. Still worse though.
Buying or selling.
Alright, well this is definitely Zoo. Actually, let me think about this. It's not crazy to kill the creeper because the creeper kills my 1/1s for free right now, but then it gives him 2 minions. It's probably worse. Although, one reason is Juggler's starting to get pretty bad. Like, say I trade like this, he plays Juggler, trades and gets 2 pings, plus other minions he plays. It actually might be better to kill the other guy. Players run Argus by leaving only 1 minion, but then Juggler is pretty bad for me. Plus Argus isn't that good. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like this more. It's also kind of more value in the long run if he just plays out some normal cards like no Juggler or Argus. Guess I kind of get punished by Sea Giant, but I'm okay for now. So he's this kind of deck. If I trade off 3 1/1s Dark Bomb plus BGH, I actually get to keep my BGH alive on board. And I don't really need a tap right now. So let's go ahead and spend my Dark Bomb. I should still have a Siphon Soul, so if he's running some kind of like, I guess, second Sea Giant, maybe Dr. Boom, still have an answer. He needs 11 to kill me. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would die to, wait, 11 PO plus Dim Guard is only 9. I'm deciding between Reno and the Shredder plus Peddler, because even though Reno is not getting full value, it's like kind of allowing me to play Dr. Boom next turn, since I don't really have to worry about dying after that. Alright, so I play Pilot Shredder, Peddler. I guess I get more value from Reno, but then it's like, I feel like it's almost impossible that I would be able to play Dr. Boom next turn. So I guess that's, I mean, I probably convinced myself enough to just go ahead and play him. Even if I'm not like super worried about dying this turn. Yeah, PO and Dim Guard, I mean, it would be 10 with if his Juggler hit me too, but still not 11, I guess. Implosion. Nice, that was big. This game's looking really good for me now. I can just play Boom here. Okay, no BJH. I actually thought I might have got BJH. I've been like... I guess I've seen a couple in zoos. This way, I guess I'll roll 3, I can recoil it after too, maybe. Plus, since I'm developing a peddler this turn, very likely, well, now I'm gonna change my play. Because I can clear this whole board. But yeah, since there's no reason not to develop Abusive instead of Coil, because if I'm going to play my Peddler as default, if I leave up Imp Gang, he can kill like a 2-2 or 2-1 anyways. And I don't really need to cycle the Coil at this point. Lotheb. I might just leave it up and go face with Lotheb instead of trading in. I mean, trading in makes me weak to Doomsayer. Plus, with all these taunts, it's not really... He can't really punish me. And I have PO too. I mean, trading is not really about Doomsayer that much. It's more like an afterthought. It's more about losing the damage. Because if I trade, I lose 5 damage at that point, so... Yeah, this is Clinto's list, or at least what I saw him play today. It's actually not a bad hand. 2 really good 4-drops. I'm gonna tap here, because this guy's not really contributing damage. By turn 4, I should have something to deal with it. So if I Dark Bomb this, it's like kind of stopping me from playing Hellfire on turn 4. If he doesn't play much, just starts tapping, I still Implosion on turn 4. And like say I Dark Bomb it, I don't heal for 5, right? So it's like not really getting damage in, because I can kill it later and get that 5 points of healing in. Just basically defaulting to the Implosion next turn, especially since I don't have a 4-drop. If I had a 4-drop, maybe I can convince myself to Dark Bomb and then play the 4-drop. So I have a lot of damage, but no Faceless for now. This is 10 damage. This will be a pretty important roll. I could start actually falling pretty far behind if I get a 2 there. It's just kind of scary. Okay, so I feel like this matchup is pretty important to save PO for Burst and Handlock Mirror. So I'm probably going to need to find another way to deal with this guy. Is there any double Mortal Coil? Probably not a Reno list. But with Chow. Normal handlocks mostly don't use Chow. Oh, this is kind of awkward for me. Because Burst is so important in this matchup. Especially since if he's running double Chow, no Reno, it's like double Molten List. But this is starting to get super awkward. Okay, well, I feel like I have to play something. I could die before I get the combo off. Plus, even if he has Owl, he's used both coils. So, like, if he just owls and doesn't have coil, it's like that my guy still contributes 4 damage to his Twilight Drake. If I tapped here and don't get something, then yeah, I could just die. Actually seems to be a Mallylock. Because Mallylock's more likely to use Zombie Chow than normal Handlock, perhaps. And Mallylock's also, like, not a Reno list, so they're using duplicates. There is a Hellfire clear here, but it gets my own board killed too. I'm gonna do this. I could have cleared both boards and maybe get extra life tap in, but since I already have Dr. Boom in turn 7, and I guess I even have a lot of my burst cards, so I've already played my Faceless, I feel like it's important to have something left over. I can get the board state as good as possible this turn, and then have a Boom follow up. We're not gonna rely on like a 20 plus damage combo this game, because of our Faceless is gone, so... Actually, we're pretty close to lethal. This is 10 from hand plus 4, 6 off lethal. I guess still play Dr. Boom and go face. We always have BGH and Twisting Nether. He's not super low for Moltens either. I hope I don't die here. It's definitely possible because he's played 2 Peddlers, although one of his Peddler cards were used. We're going to need a BGH that snowball the board. So I have an Argus left over. It's going to be weak to Hellfire. Oh, BGH.
Get in there and fight, maggot. I've got the beast in my sight.
I guess what we can do is, like, if the first Boombot went badly for us, like it did, we just play the Argus. Otherwise, we might not play the Argus, if that makes any sense. That's a weird deck. Draxus. Oh, is he running? I do not like Ysera as a win condition and Reno Lock, like an alternate one. Because in the matchups where you... Like, in control matchups, Ysera doesn't win you the game. It's like, most control decks have good answers to just, like, win Ysera. Things like Entomb, Execute for Warriors. A big reason why I don't think normal Handlock is any good is because right now with Murloc Paladin being actually pretty good, that's another reason why like Ysera does almost nothing in that matchup either. What you need is like the pressure, like the ability to kill Murloc Paladin before they kill you. Mage. I have 1-drop coin, so 1-drop tap, 2 4-drops is a pretty good curve. Basically just keeping the curve. Blood Mage, so... Seems pretty Freeze Mage-ish. I think Murloc Paladin's actually very good now. I changed my mind about it recently. Well, it's not. It's kind of like the deck lists have gotten better. Is really what it was. The old Murloc Paladins just weren't actually that good. But now with Murloc Paladins like having similar win rates against like non-control decks. So what I mean is like Murloc Paladin's not really significantly worse than other control decks against the variety of aggro decks and mid-range decks. Seems similar enough. It's like way strong in control matchups. I'm not going to try to save my coin for Emperor. If it's actually Freeze Mage, which basically it is, Emperor's not that important. Like, it's more about which cards you have, like whether you have the Healbot and the Owl and the Reno instead of like how cheap they are in some ways, because your goal is not to dump your whole hand anyways against Freeze Mage. So I'd rather just curve out instead of playing Earthen Ring and saving the coin. I'm actually going to trade. I have no AoE for next turn, no Belcher. So if I just trade for 4 and he keeps facing me for 2, like, I don't really stop it. It's okay for me, but also it gets my Shredder killed potentially, so... Maybe if I had some AoE, it'd be different, where I can just go face this turn and next turn AoE down or play a Belcher. I feel like it's important not to take the initial, like, Mad Scientist Loot Hoarder damage against Freeze Mage, because at that point, like, you're tempted to heal before Alex draws if you get down to around like 20, like you're scared of a one-shot. I'm gonna play Bran, because I have Boom on 7. Even though that seems far away, Freeze Mage doesn't kill minions, kind of, right? Like, if he spends damage on Bran, I'm fine. Bran doesn't actually... I don't feel like it's actually that important, other than the pressure here. Like, I could play Bran with a couple things later, but... Especially since I have Emperor next turn. He can't just Flame Strike next turn, because I'll have an Emperor down. It's like really weird to just Flame Strike it to 5-1.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Alright, let's play Emperor here. Just need to think about the order.
So many
Smear Entity. Oh, I can lower the chance of Smear Entity. One reason to attack first is you don't, if it's block, you don't want to pop the barrier because they could bury this turn, gives them something to do. I actually think it's probably better give them barrier number 2 than block. Block's like more valuable.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Looks like I won't be getting this Dr. Boom with Bran. I'm assuming now it's pretty easy for him to clear, just because he also has a Mad Scientist in the field. Actually, I'm not sure. Flame Strike still isn't that great. Alright, let's see what it is. So he still gets another secret. Let's go ahead and save Lothab for when it's better for us. This is his potential Alex turn, so it's really bad to play Lothab here. He can just spend all his mana playing Alex. Actually seems okay to play Earthen Ring and just heal myself. Most of the reason not to do it would be because Alex brings me to 15 anyways. But I actually have a lot of pressure. Because I can slow that after, heal bot after as well. Should be fine this way. Either way. So Lothab this turn almost for sure. That'll give me 5 mana to work with. I don't really want to burn combo cards. No, it should be fine. Let me just go and PO it. I feel like if I had more combo cards in my hand, maybe a little different. Another option I had was just to play Belcher. Like, it's not mandatory for me to kill Alex if I just play Sludge Belcher. But since I'm playing Lothab this turn, it's likely that the Sports State goes multiple turns. And then if you can kill my Sludge Belcher, it's a little bit more painful. Still no Reno. So at tap 13, go to 21. He's used Frostbolt, and he's used Blood Mage. So I guess I can't die. I'll probably end up tapping here. Maybe it shows sense that Dr. Boom killed it. It's not a whole lot of reason to, though. Since my boom bots are gone and no rag in my deck. I guess the same thing, either way. Generally it's better, sometimes worse. In this case, I guess I can't see a reason to or not to. Sometimes it's like better to not kill it if you don't want to proc like Duplicate on it or something, but that's not the case here either. I have actually no RNG cards in my deck. Like that would affect it. Like no Juggler, Boombots, or Rag. So setting up for a Flame Strike. 10 cards. As far as dying this turn goes, very unlikely. Actually, I don't think I could die this turn. Fireball, Frostbolt, Ice Lance is 17. Wait, yeah, 17, 18 with ping. I guess this game's not coming down. This game's not really coming down to whether I have a little bit more power on board to win. It's more about coming down to my Reno Jackson. And if I do play all my minions this turn or this one, I kind of run out of threats after he Flame Strikes. Even though if I play Sylvanas, I would have maybe something left over. Actually, I should have played Sylvanas. Because it's actually a lot of damage left over. But I was just thinking maybe Shadow Flame with it or something. Since I don't have Siphon Soul. it does end up mattering though. Fireball Torch is 12. Frostbolt Ice Lance. Fireball Torch is 12. Oh wait, no, this is his torch. No, he hasn't gone yet. 12. Frostbolt Ice Lance 7. 12 plus 7, 19. Ah. That torch actually gives him a potential lethal, and it's actually not that low of a probability, because he had 8 cards, 1 in 8's like 12.5%, and it's not that unlikely he has 1 Fireball, 1 Frostbolt, 2 Ice Lances either. I guess like I would die like around 6% of the time, maybe 5 to 6% of the time. If I didn't heal, he would have 19 damage. I still tapped at 20, but 20 is not 19, and it is important for me to get my Reno. I'm gonna stop here, no more damage. How many minions do I want on the battlefield? Because I'm gonna need to have room. A trade like this.
I have no time for games.
Now this will fill me up. I mean, technically I could Shadow Flame and then Reno. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Actually, I should save it. I'm running out of minions. And he still has a Flame Strike left. It's becoming like he almost can't kill me. He doesn't have any cards in his hand. And I might just go for like a last minion, kind of like last minion standing kind of thing.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Let the pain speak to me.
So I hit it twice, it goes down 2, then 1. Okay, so I can't kill him through block with fatigue. It's actually kind of close. But yeah, not right now, I still can't. We can start narrowing down his hand. He's played most of his stuff. Emperor, which unfortunately for him isn't that good anymore, because he's already played Archmage. Emperor, 2 Ice Lances, a Frostbolt, 2 Fireballs. Oh wow. Attack it twice, it goes down 2, then 1. I feel like I should actually still one-shot it. But I need my board left over. Because he's actually dying for cards, actually. Even though he's... I don't know, I also have to kill my own ooze. I'm actually just going to coil it. Instead of coiling another minion. Give him 1 more card, but it helps me on board. I only have 3 cards.
Almost out of cards.
I should have faceless this. I should have faceless this. He's out of removal. 2 Blizzards gone. Flame Strike gone. He might be out of removal. The reason why I got this is I think this makes me win 100% of the time, because the only way I can lose is if Reno's my last card right now, I think. And Moral Coil is going to guarantee that I can get Reno next turn. I wish I played the Faceless on my ooze. Okay, I'm going to need a Reno here.
Almost out of cards. Almost out of time. I'm out of cards. Deal. You're gonna be rich.
I'm out of cards.
It's actually some positioning here, because next turn you get him to exactly 1 and make him die to fatigue. I ran out of time to think about how to exactly do that. It should be fine. I have a lot of random cards in my hand to change the state of the board, like Hellfire and Arcane Golem and Argus. So I should be able to 7 to 1 next turn. Since he played Emperor, he can torch, like, remember I calculated for 20 or 19 damage? He actually could do 20 after the Emperor with the ping. Fireball, Torch, Frostwise, Ice Lance, ping. It's definitely something you can do. Actually, you can even double Ice Lance. So yeah, I definitely would have died if I didn't get this Reno. So getting that coil was really good. But I really regret not playing the Faceless that turn. I was like, yeah. The Faceless would have been maybe make it so I can proc even the block and kill the Emperor. I guess block isn't that important at this time. Block is useless when he's in fatigue. So I just need to get him to 1. Oh wow, he's trying to make it so that... Yeah. He's trying to make it so that I can't get him to exactly to 1. I can't believe it actually came down to me getting the Moral Coil to get the Reno as my last card, because his hand, like, I could, like, narrow it down exactly what it was at some point. It's just all the burn left.